Okay. Well, hello. How you doing? You know, I like squirrels, but they don't seem to care that I like them. I mean, if they knew how much they were costing me in birdseed, then they cared, but I don't think they do. So anyway, here we are. I am being forced to create a squirrel-proof bird feeding platform for my wild band-tailed pigeon friends, because there's 4 big fat squirrels here now, and they scare them all away and they won't land. So I've come up with a real ingenious idea, and I think it's going to work. So we started by cutting all this off. I'm going to wrap this over here. I'm going to wrap it like that, eh? Wait till you see the fun and the action that happens when the squirrel actually tries to come down and climb. If he does it, man, I'm going to get mad or something. I'm going to freak, man. So basically, we just use a stucco wire here, so I'm thinking. I don't think he's going to be able to do it if there's just a square box of stucco wire hanging off this from all 4 sides. So I've gotten 2 sides first. And here's the other 2 sides now. I really don't think the squirrel's going to be able to do it. We have to save our birdie buddies here from the wrath of the monster squirrel. You know, if I do this just right, I think I just have to wrap this around and we got her. Make it nice and square on the corner here. Just doesn't have to even be fancy the way I see it. I've already cut the 2 pieces and they're going to fit perfect. So we'll fold it right at this corner right here. So yeah, I'm just using 1 piece of stucco wire, believe it or not. And I've cut the pieces now so that, well, anyway, it's like 3 feet long or something, or wide. It's 3 feet wide. And I laid it over top of the feeder. Then I cut the little pieces out there that are just as wide as the feeder is, so that now we can wrap this around and create a stucco box, if you will, that the squirrel, unless he can jump from up a tree, which I doubt it, but anyway, you will see, it'll be fun. It'll be fun because he's gonna have a hard time. It's gonna be funny to watch. Little idiots. I hate them in a way, but I love them in another, you know. Well. Anyhow, you can hear the band-tailed pigeons up in the trees. They're hooting because they're still rooting for me. They're rooting for me. And yeah, so okay, so and right here we'll just fold this now so that it goes halfway across to there, and this goes halfway. It looks like we're going to have to put a little piece on there, but that's okay because it's pretty darn good. In fact, I might get in one or nah. If we leave that gap open, he'll be able to somehow figure it out. Maybe not. But see what happens. You see what happens, because my friends are rooting for me up in the tree there, and these are kind of like sharp little dealies, so if he comes down and tries to work his belly around the bottom here, it's going to be kind of sharp, but I don't really want that to happen to him. Here, just... I don't want to. I want him to get injured and then go away and bleed to death. So I'm simply trying to prevent him from climbing up on here. If nothing else, I bet you this will be one hell of a deterrent. Shit, I might even be right. I might have it right on the nose here. Okay, so got our birdies rooting for us, and I don't think he's going to even figure it out, be able to figure it out, because even I couldn't figure it out. Well, telling you, man, this has been taking a while for me to figure out how I'm going to do this. Believe me, I need to do it, because my poor birdies are getting kind of hungry. Now, I'll just cut this another little piece here, which only has to be about, I'll make it the right width actually here. It's probably going to be over here. There we go. Just go like this and make it the right width. Actually, I'll make it a little extra wider. Just really do a good job here, this part. This is the part we have to do, a good part. Make sure it's perfect. And I bet you it'll work like you've never seen it work before, because I've never seen one of these. Yeah, so anyway, I'll just finish cutting this up. We gotta get our birdies some food. They come every year from down in California. They were back like it's still at the end of the winter. They never come back that early, but they came back because the fires in southern down in California, right? These birds go that far. And the first ones I saw come back actually looked like they had black on them, like they'd been flying through soot. I am not kidding. These birds directly, serve as a barometer for a lot of things, really, or some sort of a system of awareness anyway, because they came back early and they never do before. And I was worried about the bees the other day. 2 days ago I said I didn't see one bee, and I wasn't lying. Yesterday I heard one, but I couldn't see it. And I knew it was one of the mason bees because it had a slightly lower buzz. But today I did see one. So there you go. We've got one in the garden right now. I bet you tomorrow there'll be 2, 3, and then, so I guess they're coming out late. But we got it. I think we've got the answer here. This is going to be just so awesome. I bet you anyone could do this too. Not anyone, but most people could do this, and then prevent the loss of a whole bunch of bird seed, because boy, that stuff's getting expensive. Darned expensive, boy. So I'm going to put all these through here and just wrap them around so they all connect. See this? You wrap these all around so they all connect. Getting them all sort of, you just wrap it around, it looks like a hinge and it's holding it on. This is stucco wire. This is all this is stucco wire. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Starting to feel good about this. I do not think the squirrel will be able to get up on this. Too many stairs to climb, if you know what I mean. Plus at the bottom, how does he come across down here and then somehow work his way up without hurting himself? And I don't want him to hurt himself, like I said, but if he does hurt himself, I'll go around and carefully remove all these little corners, little sharp points and stuff, because, you know, he's just trying to eat too, you know. Yeah, he's just trying to eat. Okay. So yeah, we're just, I don't want it to be so high he can jump up, eh? So I'm thinking cut her a little lower, cut it higher so he can't just jump right on. If he jumps right on, he just climbs over, right? But if he has to come around the bottom, I doubt he can do it. Not without hurting himself. Like I said, I don't want anybody to get hurt here. So we'll keep our eyes open, and I'll give you some real interesting, probably hilarious footage. Because hey, you only live once, and Squirrel ain't no exception. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just cut that right off shorter. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Now we've got, as you can see, we've got a square, kind of a stucco wire box going on here, eh? I think that's a good idea myself. Pretty good, pretty good. I don't think you'll be able to get in. I love it. Okay, so now just cut them about halfway here. Go like this. Every other one so that the end doesn't fall off, but then we'll get the access to these little tabs. Actually, I guess I can probably cut that off. Okay, and then this will be good. Just wrap all these ones around. Yeah, and we'll just pull this off so that we've got these little wire pieces of wire to wrap around the squares at the corners. And then it'll be solid as a rock. Right on. I like it. I'm really feeling good about this. I think we got her. We have solved the problem. We've solved the problem. Pretty darn sure. Double check here. These are sharp little things, and you know, you don't want to have kids around a place like this because they'll poke their eyes and it'll be bad. So I'm just saying, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, you know, no kids around here. It's too sharp. But if you don't have kids and you want to do it, there you go. I think we'll put another piece of plywood on top or something here, and then watch the action. Okay, so I just figured out, may as well just make this safe so that a cat or a bird or anything doesn't, you know, jab their eye or something, including our friend Mr. Squirrel. But yeah, the idea here, I think, would just be to put some of this Gorilla Tape over the corners and at least it deadens the sharpness. So I think we'll just do that. Pretty tough stuff. And it's not poking through, at least not now, so I wouldn't try to poke it through because you could probably make it poke through. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to put it on the corner so it doesn't hurt anybody. Slipped a bit there. Slipping. Yeah, I think this will be great. This is what we're doing. Really just has to go over the corner to protect it. To protect it from all those little stubby ends that I cut, right? Because they are sharp and could hurt. So this way I can run my hand along it, see? So it's pretty good. Pretty good now. Okay, this is great. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay. And then this move. Nice and easy. Didn't take too much brains to think this one up. Just a highly imaginative, desperate person that wants to feed his wild pigeon friends and not lose the food. Mr. Squirrel. Folds right over. It's perfect. Absolutely just what I needed. Look, no cut. Yeah, I couldn't have left it. I know. Kind of a cruel way to be, but I don't want to hurt anybody, any animals. So this is what we're doing. Yeah, it's looking great. Pretty darn good. There. You see? Run your hand right along the bottom. Just a little bit in that corner. Right there. Get it. Get it. Good. Now let's watch the fun. She's still afraid to go on top, but there she is at the bottom, and oh, here's the fun. There it is, guys. The fun has begun. With the new squirrel-proof feeder. Isn't that just wonderful? Aw, I'm happy I did that. That's really nice. Wonderful, guys. There it is. Wow. And that's the female that first landed here that I called one fall. She's still here. Several years later. I know it's her because she acts alone when she comes, but she acts as if she's bringing a crowd with her. It's funny, I can see that, okay? I'm telling you the truth. This bird said, hey, I know where we can get some seeds, and it's just a stop out of where we leave from every summer, which is Jordan River area. And then they go down to California, and they were back early this year, and I've been trying my darndest to feed them. The squirrels have just been crazy. But I do believe... And the pigeons are now eating. And there's no sign of the squirrel. And now it's like the squirrels are going... Both of them, they're going... What? I don't see any feeder. And then I'm going, well, what about this one, guys? The one I just fixed for you. They look at that as a post that they go up, and they're looking that it goes into a cage, and they know they're not going anywhere near it, even if it doesn't work by the principles of what I thought. They're scared of. They're not going near it. I mean, these guys didn't care if I threw rocks at them like for the last 4 weeks. Go out and throw rocks, never try not to hit them, but scare them away. And they didn't care. Every 5 minutes they'd come back. Till I was just about ready to go crazy. Anyway, there you go. There you go. That's how you get squirrels to leave your bird feeder alone. Squirrel's stashing his little seeds in spots. I've seen crows do that too. That's pretty neat. But he's wondering if he can get up inside, and here goes the fun. See, he gets up inside, and then it's like he's in a cage. He doesn't want to be in a cage, so he goes down. Wow. That's how it happens, guys. Meanwhile, the birdies are free to go on top. Unbelievable. Well, there it is for you. It's all yours. You can make one yourself, and you don't have to buy it at the store. See what you do? You wrap this all around. You find a way to somehow make it fit. And at the bottom, you want to put the duct tape so that all the sharp pieces from cutting the wires aren't at the bottom, getting poor little animals poked in the eye or something, because that's not the idea. The idea here is to basically just allow the birds to have their food without being bothered by the squirrel. Being bothered by the squirrel sucks. So there you go. The answer